For this question, I want you to private message me um your value for M1 and M2, and then I want you to tell me if they're perpendicular or not. It's okay if you mess up, eh? It's all about learning. I just want to know if you understand. All right, so I need to continue now. I didn't get answers from everybody, but I got answers from most people, so that's a good thing. And most of them were correct. So good job. First one, I want to write this in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Can anybody tell me what they got for y in this case?
Yes, I got 3/8. 3/8x minus 2.
3/8x minus 2. Good job. Everybody understands how we got this? If you don't, I will do it step by step. Yeah? No? Okay. If you don't understand, just stop me, yeah? Okay, next one. What is y equal to? Anybody? Anybody? Somebody? Okay, wait, hold on. Wait. Sorry, yeah? Somebody didn't understand. Okay, explain the first part. Right, so let me go through this step by step. That's okay. We're here to learn. So we're looking down here. Let me write it again. 8y plus 16 is equal to 3x. We want it in the form. Remember, we want it in the form. Y is equal to mx plus c. So we're trying to make y the subject of the formula. That's all we're trying to do right now. So 8y would be equal to, we have to minus 16 on both sides. So this would be equal to 3x minus 16. We multiply by 8. So we have to divide by 8 on this side. 3x minus 16 divided by 8. This is called a single fraction, but it could be broken up into two separate fractions. So now we're looking up here. This could be written as 3 on 8x minus 16 on 8. 16 on 8 is divided by 8, same thing. Which is equal to 3 on 8x about y minus 16 divided by 8 minus 2. And that is how we got this equation up there. Understand now? Okay, you understand. Cool. So could anybody tell me what's the next equation? What is y equal to? Anybody?
8/3x plus 2.
It's minus 8, 3x plus 2. Everybody understands how we got this one? If you don't, I would explain it. Not a problem. We're here to learn. So you good with this, everybody?
Yes, miss.
Okay, that's fine. Don't understand. Okay, that's okay. I will show it to you. Okay, so maybe a problem is transposing. Could practice that. So we're trying to make y the subject of the formula to get it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. This becomes 3y is equal to, we have to minus 8x on both sides. So 6 minus 8x. We multiply by 3 on this side, so we need to divide by 3 on both sides. Y is equal to 6 minus 8x on 3. This is a single fraction, which could be broken up into two separate fractions. So this is equal to 6 on 3 minus 8 on 3x. Remember, we want it in the form y is equal to mx plus c, not c plus mx. So that's how we got Therefore, could rearrange this to get minus 8 on 3x. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that's why we have plus 2. Understand now?
Yes, miss.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. So, anybody tell me what's M1 and what's M2?
M1 is 3, 8, and M2 is negative 8 over 3.
Yep. Good job. 3 8 and negative 8 on 3. So, for these lines to be perpendicular, this multiplied by this must be equal to minus 1. 3 8 times minus 8 on 3. Is that equal to minus 1? Yes or no? Anybody
Yes.
tell me? Yes? Right? So we could cancel the 3's and then 8 is minus 1 minus 1. But don't forget your statement. Since M1 times M2 is equal to minus 1, and 1 times M2 is equal to minus 1, therefore these lines are perpendicular. Everybody understand that, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay, time to go on to the more quote-unquote complex questions. It's not really complex, just worded problems. Okay, so I want everybody to try number 6. People who weren't with me for the other sessions, this might give you some trouble because you have to use prior knowledge to work out this. So just attempt it. I'll explain it after. And like I said, if you finish number 6 before I could correct it, you could just move on to number 7. That's a problem. Don't forget when you finish to send me your answer. In this case, what I want you to send me is the equation of P, what you got for the equation of P. Okay, so I need to start now. Like I need to go through it now because I don't want anybody to miss any class or anything if you have any class after this. So, right. We told you line O has an equation. So remember the first thing you want to do when given any question, just write down all the info that they give you. So they told you line O has an equation for y. Oh my, hold on, I didn't resume. They told you an equation, a line O has an equation 4y minus x is equal to 6. And they told you P, a line P, is perpendicular to this line O. So it's perpendicular to 4y minus x equal to 6. And P also passes through a point. So passes through a point minus 3, 5. Okay. So the first thing, since P, then let me just remind you here, we're trying to find the equation of P. So they already gave us the equation for O, line O, and they told us that P is perpendicular to O. If P is perpendicular to O, that means if I say that, let me use a different color. If I say that the gradient of this line O is M1 and then the gradient of line P is M2, if O and P are perpendicular, that means that the product of their gradients, so M1 times M2, would be equal to -1. Agreed? Yes or no?
Yes, miss.
Hold on. Right. So what we have to do first then, we need to find the gradients. We need to find the gradient of O. But remember, we can't do it if it's in this form. First, we need y, put it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. That's the only way we could identify m. Let me just write it over here. 4y minus x is equal to 6. So that means that 4y, we have to add x on both sides, trying to make y the subject of the formula. So that's 6 plus x. Then we have to divide that by 4. So 6 plus x divided by 4. The single fraction can be broken up into two separate fractions. So y is equal to, I just put it like this, a quarter x plus 6 divided by 4, that can be reduced to 3 on 2. If we divide 6 by 2 and we divide 4 by 2. So this is my equation of O, line O in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Everybody understands this?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
All right. So now, because we have it in this form, we could identify M1. M1, which is the gradient of O. Can anybody tell me what M1 is?
1/4.
Quarter. Good job. We said I could erase, right? I need to erase some of it. Everybody okay with me erasing? Yes?
Yes,
No?
Miss. Yes,
Yes, miss.
All right. So they actually told us that line P is perpendicular to O. So that means the product of ingredients is -1. We know that M1 is a quarter, so we just put a quarter here. And we're trying to find for M2. M2 is the gradient for the line P. So M2 is equal to -1. And what we're trying to do now, we're trying to find for M2. That means that M2 would be equal to -1 times 4. 2 minus 4. Everybody understands that, right? I was just transposing.
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss.
Okay. Just in case you didn't know how I got the 4, when since we multiply by a quarter on this side, we would divide by a quarter on that side. So it'll be minus a quarter times M2 is equal to -1. We multiply by a quarter on this side, so it divides the next side. -1 divided by a quarter. We need to remember when we divide them by a fraction, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Reciprocal of a quarter is 4. And that's how I got -1 times 4. Just in case anybody didn't understand that. So now I know that the gradient of the line P is -4. And I have the point. And they told me that it passes through the point -3,5. And we have the gradient -4. So people who weren't with me for the other classes, you might know this if you didn't already do this topic. But don't worry, the recordings in Google Classroom, so you can look at that whenever. But the people who were with me, remember how to find the equation of a line given the gradient and a point? Yes or no?
Yes, miss.
All right. So can anybody tell me what's the first step? If I have a point and I have the gradient.
Identify the x and y value.
Identify my x and y. So what's x and what's y?
X would be -3 and y would be 5.
And y is equal to 5. Second step. Okay, let me write it. We need to identify our m. So that's why I put m is equal to question mark. And they already told us that m is -4. And the third and final step. Anybody remembers what's the two methods? Can you tell me what was the first one?
Miss, I have y equals mx plus c, and I have y minus y1 equals m open brackets x minus x1 close bracket.
For people who weren't with me, don't worry, it's all in the recording. So we could use this first method, so y is equal to mx plus c, or we could use y minus y1 is equal to m brackets x minus x1. And most people prefer the second method, so that's what we're using. I could show you the first one too, though. Here, we're using the second method. Get erase all this thing. Right. We're using this method. So we put back y. We said that y1 is 5, so it's y minus 5 is equal to m. We said m is -4. Put back x. minus x1. We said x1 is minus 3, so that's minus 3. So let that tie you up. Y minus 5 is equal to minus 4 in brackets. A minus and a minus is a plus. So this becomes x plus 3. And all we have to do now, we're trying to make y the subject. So we could expand these brackets. So it becomes y minus 5 is equal to minus 4 times x is minus 4x. And then minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. Remember, we're trying to make y the subject of the formula. Y is equal to minus 4x. We have to add 5 on both sides. And minus 12 plus 5 is minus 7. So this is my equation for P. Everybody understands that?
Yes, miss.
Okay, that's one person.
Yes, miss.
Okay, 2 people.
Yes, miss.
Okay, if you do not, let me know you know. Let me know. Okay, try the other one, number 7. Number 7 will be the last one we do for today because people have class to go to.
Miss, what number did you say?
We do number 7 now.
Okay.
When you finish, I want you to send me privately. Please send me the answer you get for the equation of line B. Okay, so just rejoin so we could go through this question and then that'll be it. Because I know some people have class. So leave and rejoin.